Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Frequency and Flow podcast with Kimberley Hamilton. Whether you're joining me from Apple Podcast, Spotify, Podbean, Overcast, Amazon Music, YouTube, or one of the many podcast platforms around the world, I am so grateful you've chosen to spend this time with me. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If these conversations have been encouraging you or have spoken to your heart while on your journey, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and share this episode with someone you love. Together, we're creating a community where healing, growth, and authentic transformation are celebrated. If you've been with me through parts 1 and 2, thank you. You've already done something many people avoid. You've become aware. You've begun questioning the stories you've believed. You've started recognizing the patterns you've been living. We've talked about becoming aware of our patterns. We've talked about why change feels uncomfortable. Now comes the most beautiful part. Before we dive deeper, I want to make sure you have something that will truly support your journey. I created the Shift to Rise Starter Kit just for you. It's completely free, and it's packed with affirmations, journal prompts, a 7-day check-in, and a quick visualization practice to help you align and rise into your highest frequency. This is the very first step to creating the transformation you've been craving, and I don't want you to miss it. All you have to do is head on over to my Stand store. That's stand.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08 and download your free kit today. So if you're ready to start shifting old patterns and stepping into the woman you're becoming, go grab your kit now. And that's stand.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08. Your free starter kit is waiting for you. Today, we become the cycle breaker. We're going to talk about becoming the person who no longer needs the old cycle, because awareness is beautiful, understanding is powerful, but embodiment is where everything changes. Awareness changes everything, but action changes your life. Knowledge is wonderful. Books and podcasts are wonderful. Courses are wonderful, but none of them change your life. Your decisions do. You can listen to every motivational speaker, read every self-help book, fill journals to the end with your dreams. You can pray every morning, meditate every evening, but until your actions begin matching your vision, your life stays the same. Awareness opens the door. Action walks you through it. Becoming someone new. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about healing is that one day you'll suddenly wake up completely transformed. Nah, it doesn't usually happen that way. You see, healing is much quieter. It's choosing not to send that angry text. It's choosing to take the walk instead of numbing your emotions. It's choosing to say, I need help. It's forgiving yourself. It's setting boundaries. It's drinking the water. It's keeping the promises that you've made to yourself. You see, transformation rarely announces itself loudly. It whispers, one decision at a time, because awareness is beautiful. It ends with me. I want you to repeat these words with me. It ends with me. Not from anger, not from blame, but from love, from courage, from hope. Imagine how powerful those 4 words are. Maybe addiction doesn't continue because of you. Maybe emotional abuse doesn't continue because of you. Maybe the people pleasing doesn't continue because of you. Maybe silence doesn't continue because of you. Maybe the self abandonment ends with you. That is legacy. Let's take a moment to breathe and align. If you're on a path to healing, growth, or self discovery, I've created the perfect trio to support you. Start with my ebook, Embarking on Your Personal or Spiritual Journey, a Comprehensive Guide, which is a sacred roadmap for anyone navigating a spiritual or personal awakening. Then dive deeper with my Making the Choice to Change, where I share real tools and mindset shifts that helps me rise from surviving to thriving. And to truly integrate your growth, don't miss the Awaken Her Journal, created by me, which is a guided experience designed to elevate your gratitude, self-care, emotional check-ins, and alignment. This is more than reading. It's soul work. Get your ebooks and journal now at stan.store/Kimberly Hamilton 08 and give yourself the gift of transformation. The mirror conversation. Can I ask you something? When was the last time you looked yourself in the eyes? Not while brushing your teeth and not while fixing your hair, but really looked and asked, who am I becoming? Because every day you're becoming someone. The question isn't whether you're changing. The question is, are you changing intentionally? Or are you changing by default? Breaking the cycle doesn't mean forgetting the past. Sometimes people think healing means pretending that nothing happened. No. Healing doesn't erase your story. Healing changes your relationship with that story. The scar remains, but it no longer controls your decisions. You stop introducing yourself through your wounds. Instead, you introduce yourself through your healing. You become someone who says, yes, that happened to me, but it no longer defines me. Breaking the cycle doesn't mean becoming perfect. I also think sometimes people believe that if I struggle or if I still struggle, I'm failing. No, it just simply means you're human. Breaking a cycle doesn't mean you'll never be tempted to return to it. It means you recognize it sooner, you recover faster, and you choose differently. You extend yourself grace. Healing isn't perfection. Healing is progress. Looking for inspiration, transformation, and tools to help you elevate your life? Then I invite you to visit my website at www.kimberly-hamilton.com. Hi, I'm Kimberly Hamilton, nurse of 20 years, author, mindset coach, speaker, and host of the Frequency and Flow podcast. My mission is simple:
to help people shift their mindset, align with their purpose, and rise into the highest version of themselves. When you visit my website, you'll find printed editions of my books, including Making the Choice to Change, a peek into my journey, and Embarking on Your Personal and Spiritual Journey. These powerful reads are filled with lessons, reflections, and practical tools designed to support your personal growth journey. You'll also discover my exclusive Shift to Rise signature collection featuring signature branded mugs, inspirational notebooks, empowerment planners, and motivational magnets. Each item was created with intention to serve as a daily reminder that your transformation begins with the choices you make every day. Want to meet me in person? Visit the events section of the website to find upcoming speaking engagements, wellness events, workshops, and appearances. I'd love the opportunity to connect with you, hear your story, and support you on your journey. Whether you're looking for personal development resources, meaningful gifts, transformational coaching, or inspiration to help you move forward, everything you need is waiting for you in one place. Your next chapter starts with one decision. Your future is waiting for you to say yes. Your shift begins today. Visit www.kimberley-hamilton.com. Tap into your frequency and live in your flow. Forgiveness is freedom. Let's talk about forgiveness. Not because it's easy, but because it is necessary. Forgiveness doesn't mean that what happened was okay. It doesn't erase the accountability. It doesn't excuse the harmful behavior. Forgiveness simply means I refuse to allow what happened to continue controlling my life. Sometimes the person you need to forgive is yourself for staying too long, for settling, for doubting yourself, for believing you weren't enough. Can I lovingly remind you? You were making the best decisions you could with the awareness that you had at that time. Now, you know more. Now, you can choose differently. The legacy you're creating. Imagine someone 10 years from now, maybe your child or your grandchild, maybe someone you've never even met, maybe someone listening to your stories someday. What if they never have to fight the battle that you fought because you chose to heal? What if your courage becomes someone else's inheritance? We often think about leaving financial wealth, but emotional wealth, healthy communication, self-worth, resilience, faith, compassion, and emotional safety, those may be the greatest gifts that we ever can leave behind. Because when you heal, you don't just change your life, you change your legacy. The new identity. From this day forward, stop introducing yourself through your wounds. You are not your divorce. You are not your diagnosis. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the rejection. You are not the abandonment. You are not that addiction.
You are not that trauma. Those things happen to you, yes, but they are not who you are. Instead, introduce yourself through your healing. I am resilient. I am compassionate. I am growing. I am learning. I am worthy. I am becoming. Because every time you speak, you're reinforcing an identity. So choose one that moves you forward. Stop waiting until you feel ready. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is, I'll start when I feel ready. Can I lovingly tell you something? You may never feel completely ready. Let's just be honest. Confidence isn't what comes first. Courage is. Confidence is built after you've taken courageous actions repeatedly. So don't wait for certainty. Take the next aligned step. The path begins to become clearer as you walk it. Your daily habits become your legacy. So people often ask me, how do I keep from slipping back into old patterns? Not easy, but my answer is simple. You create a life that supports the person you're becoming, not just the person you're leaving behind. You wake up intentionally. You pray, you meditate, you move your body intentionally, you journal, speak life over yourself, protect your peace, choose relationships that honor your growth, spend some time in nature, read books that expand your thinking, listen to conversations that raise your frequency, not lower it. Healing isn't one decision. It's a lifestyle choice and a lifestyle change. Every morning is another opportunity to choose alignment over autopilot. It's part of taking your power back. Give yourself grace. Can we talk about grace for a moment? Because somewhere along the way, many of us believed healing meant never struggling again. No, you'll have hard days. You'll have moments where old thoughts come knocking. You'll have times when you're tempted to return to familiar patterns. But that doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. Progress isn't measured by never falling. It's measured by how quickly you can recognize the pattern and then start choosing differently. So be patient with yourself. Speak to yourself kindly. Celebrate the small wins. Hey, healing isn't linear, it's layered, okay? Let's do a guided visualization. I'd like you to take a deep breath. If you're driving, simply just listen. And if you're somewhere quiet, gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in, slow and controlled, and release it. I want you to picture yourself standing at a crossroads. Behind you is the road you've walked for years and years. It's filled with all of your old fears, your old beliefs, old habits, and old versions of yourself. Now, in front of you, ahead of you is a new path. This path is peaceful, it's bright, it's open. You can't see every step, but you know it's yours. Now imagine your future self standing at the end of that path. They're smiling. They are happy, they're confident, they are peaceful and whole. They aren't asking you to be perfect. They're simply reaching out their hand to you and saying, keep coming. Every choice you make today is bringing you closer to me. Now take one more deep breath in. Release it. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I have a challenge for you this week. This week, every morning, ask yourself one question. What would the healed version of me choose today? Not the fearful version, not the wounded version, not that people-pleasing version, but the healed version. Then, make one decision from that place, just one, and watch what begins to change in your life daily. I want to leave you with this. You don't have to carry everything your family carried. You don't have to believe everything you've been taught. You don't have to stay the version of yourself that was created in survival mode. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to outgrow the old identities. You are allowed to choose peace. And most importantly, you are allowed to become the best version of yourself. Because the world doesn't need another person repeating old cycles. It needs someone brave enough to create new ones. Your journal prompts this week, I want you to sit and reflect with these. Number 1, what does "it ends with me" mean in this season of my life? What cycle am I intentionally choosing to stop carrying forward? Number 2, what daily habits reflect the person I am becoming? Which habits no longer align with my future? Number 3, where have I mistaken perfection for progress? How can I begin celebrating small victories instead of criticizing myself? Number 4, what legacy do I want my life to leave? If someone learned how to live by watching me today, what would they learn? And number 5, I want you to write a letter from your future self to the person you are today. What encouragement would they offer? What wisdom would they share? And what would they thank you for starting right now? Your affirmations for this week. 1, I am the author of a new legacy, and every choice I make reflects the person I am becoming. Number 2, I honor my past without allowing it to define my future. Number 3, my healing creates freedom, not only for me, but for everyone my life touches. 4, I trust myself to choose peace, purpose, and alignment every single day. And number 5, I am no longer living on autopilot. I am living intentionally, courageously, and in alignment with who I was created to be. You notice that's it. Alignment with who I was created to be, not what someone else wants me to be. In closing, beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me for this 3-part journey through cycles don't break themselves. If something in this series resonated with you, I encourage you to revisit these episodes whenever you need a reminder that Transformation is possible. Healing isn't a destination, it's a practice. And every day gives you another opportunity to choose differently. So, what cycles are you choosing to break? And what new legacy are you committed to creating? Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast or YouTube channel. Leave a 5-star review like this episode and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Until next time, remember, tap into your frequency, live in your flow. And never forget, cycles don't break themselves. They break because someone makes the courageous decision to become the cycle breaker. I'm Kimberley Hamilton, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Frequency and Flow podcast. Until then, keep choosing the life your future self is already cheering you toward.
If today's episode is resonating with you and you're feeling that pull to go deeper on your journey, I've got something just for you. Head on over to my Stand store at stand.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08, where you'll find transformational tools to support the very topics that we're talking about today. From my empowering ebooks to guided journals like Awaken Her, everything is designed to help you shift, rise, and realign with your highest self. Don't just listen, take inspired action. Visit stand.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08 and start your next level today.